He's Dave Janusek, downtown Indiana. He's here every day, it seems. My goodness gracious. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Todd. I just passed the time clock.
Is that what you did?
Punched in.
Yeah.
On the clock here. And DI did move, and we didn't move to Renda.
You're right across the street.
We moved across the street. But it's I love it here. So I keep coming back. I love you guys having me because there's so much going on in downtown.
Well, there is. Now, we talked the other day about the It's a Wonderful Life meeting. I know you're going to hustle off from here to there.
In 15 minutes, we in 15 minutes, we continue the planning for the It's a Wonderful Life Festival down at First Commonwealth Place. That's at 9 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So I have that going on. We've got the big parking plan reveal coming up this month. What is 17th?
16th.
16th on that Thursday. But today, 17th. Wanted to talk about today the next big thing.
Oh, there's another big thing?
Oh, my God, another big thing. Northern Appalachian Folk Festival. You may know it as NAF.
Wow.
But that's going to be here September 9th and 10th. And I've got the poster in front of me, the flyer in front of me. It's got so much entertainment on it, I can't even lift it off the desk.
Is that right?
This I would call chock full of, we're going to do a 2-day festival with 18 different musical acts.
Wow.
18 different musical acts over 2 days. And the best part about it, free admission. Won't cost you a dime. Will cost you your time to come down. And we've got everything from national acts to local acts to regional acts. If you remember a band called the Stray Cats.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got Slim Jim Phantom and his band.
Really?
Coming on.
Slim Jim's coming here?
Slim Jim's coming here. We're going to fatten him up on Philadelphia Street. So Slim Jim's going to bring his band on Saturday night. Commander Cody and his Lost Planet Airmen.
Boy, you're getting big names.
We're getting big names here. He's going to be here on Sunday. And then Patty Larkin's also coming. Bones of J.R. Jones, the Nilds, the Pack ID, Love Cannon, James Honeycutt, Whiskey Disc, Mama Corn, the Bricks, Miss Melanie, and the Valley Rats. And that's just the entertainment. So that's just what's going to be on stage. So you can imagine how more entertaining. We have something for the kids. We're bringing back Children's Alley once again. 2 stages. Workshops the entire time. Right now, vendors. We're at over 40 vendors, close to 40 vendors, and we still have a month left to pack Philadelphia Street even more. So that's everything. And the neat thing about the vendors, sure, there's all your food vendors, but everything there has got to be handmade, and it's got to be from the Northern Appalachian region.
It's a rule.
It's a rule.
Yeah.
We don't break that rule. Just like It's a Wonderful Life Festival Parade has one Santa Claus, everything's got to be Northern Appalachian related. Everything's got to be handmade, homemade. So it can't be something that you can buy at a store near you. So it's so much going on. The big other thing we have, first time ever, we have the PA Woodmobile.
Woodmobile?
The PA Woodmobile.
Okay.
So the PA Woodmobile talks a lot about the heritage of this region. It comes out of the Department of Agriculture. Doesn't get out of Harrisburg to this area a lot, so it's coming out for the entire festival, and it'll talk about the heritage. It's an interactive mobile unit that you can go through and really learn about. People don't realize that lumber, and still in many parts, is still a big piece of the local folklore and local industry. But it's at one time, Pennsylvania's lumber heritage was one of the top ones in the country. So we have the PA Woodmobile coming in. We have the Lumber Heritage Photo Exhibit. So it's negatives on glass. We'll also have that exhibit here. So there's a lot more than just coming down. There's music, there's food, there's stuff for the kids to do.
But things of that nature, those really, people, they latch on to stuff like that and they can't let it go.
Right. And it's interesting when you go back and you think, I could sit here and talk all day about, the coal history, the lumber history. Why did people come to Indiana? Why did people, industries set up along the Conemaugh River? Well, look outside the window. We are a very green area. A lot of lumber heritage. So we're bringing it back to a lot of people that there may be some people that are familiar with it. There may be some people that aren't familiar with it, and it is a fascinating heritage of the lumber industry.
Here's something I bet you don't know. Indiana County at one point had produced more bricks than any place else in the entire world.
And that's another heritage I think that people don't understand. I did not know that.
Yeah.
One other thing I would be remiss to note, I just glanced down again on Sunday. We start off with His Word and Worship. So we're going to have, as we did last year, was highly successful, an open air worship with Anthony Frazier and his group. So that's going to happen on Sunday. So I felt remiss that it's the very last thing on the list. I want to make sure we give them a shout out also. So there's literally something. You come down early Sunday morning. right before the big acts start, and partake in those activities on the stage. So I also wanted to mention that. I mean,
amazing.
bricks are fascinating, but I also wanted to talk about that thing that we're bringing back from last year also.
That's tremendous. So the Northern Appalachian Folk Festival is happening when?
September 9th and 10th. Festival opens each day at 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Each night on Saturday night, it goes till last act. Slim Jim Fanton takes the stage at 7 o'clock. And then on Sunday, Commander Cody and his Lost Airmen take the stage at 5 o'clock. What was Commander Cody's big song? And I know you're going to know it.
Mm-hmm. I don't.
You don't?
You're
going to drive me to drinking if you don't stop driving that hot rod Lincoln.
Oh, yeah.
Remember those guys? So Commander Cody, still kicking it, still around. He's going to be here on Sunday. And Slim Jim Phantom, formerly of the Stray Cats, is going to wrap it up on Saturday night. And a lot of local stuff. Frankie Johnson, if you saw him at our tasting tour, great local artist. He's going to be here again. Melvin Walbeck, Homegrown Grass Band, the Bricks out of Westmoreland County. So there's a lot of local stuff, a lot of regional stuff, and like you said, a lot of national acts coming in.
I'm ashamed of myself for blanking out on Commander Cody.
Cody.
And I know Chuck Clark's back there going, oh,
I know.
Come on.
We're going to get you guys in there. Next time I'm going to have you guys do a chorus.
Yeah.
And a couple of Stray Cat songs for us. So, like I said, a lot going on. Like I said, we've got the lumber heritage, we've got the workshops, we've got the music lineup, we've got the food, we've got the crafts. I mean, literally, this can be booked as something for everyone.
You betcha.
If you walk away and you didn't learn something or enjoy something that day or those 2 days, then I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do for you.
Well, downtown Indiana, of course, and the downtown of Indiana, it's by mandate that you want to get something done for every season of the year. This is the big fall event.
Right.
It's a Wonderful Life is going to be a wintertime event, although
Correct.
You probably have something later in the winter as well that you're working on. And what it all highlights is the fact that downtown Indiana is really a vibrant working place.
Right.
A part of that vibrancy, as I turn the conversation in a whole different direction, is the bid process.
Correct.
And you're going to update us now on where that stands.
Well, where that stands, ballots are going out. And what people have to realize is whether you're a retailer, whether you're a resident, whether you're a consumer, these are regional draw ideas. Mm-hmm. We talked about It's a Wonderful Life Festival. We'll talk about NAF. These are no longer just the borough of Indiana. These are no longer for the fact that these are just the county of Indiana. This is the regional draw to bring people in. And I always say is they come in, they enjoy the town, they come back, they leave their money behind. But one of the ways that this all happens is through the Business Improvement District, the BID. That's one of our sources of income to continue these things to be at the level in which they are. Currently, right now, you're right, to kind of bring you up to speed, ballots are going out to property owners within that BID district for this upcoming reconstituted Business Improvement District. And we're asking for a yes vote because a yes vote helps downtown Indiana continue to bring entertainment such as this. I know that a lot of times it's much easier to look at the snow removal or the hanging baskets or the weed removal or the trash removal from the downtown. That's important, but equally important is the marketing entity that downtown Indiana brings. Mm-hmm. And that is the coalition of the Downtown Indiana organization, the borough, the chamber, the Tourist Bureau, our other partners, the university, and that's what a lot of the bid helps to fund. Mm-hmm. So when those ballots come out, I always ask someone, one of the things I keep kind of drawing home is the question, what is it worth to you as a retailer, as a property owner or a consumer, and how competitive do you want to be in a competitive world? Mm-hmm. When people are going to do, you hear a lot of, people to do day trips or staycations. They're doing staycations or day trips right in this area. So do you want them to come to downtown Indiana and spend their money? Do you want them to go to State College and spend their money? Do you want them to go to Altoona and spend their money? Or do you want them to go to Pittsburgh and spend their money? I would assume that if you're from this area, you want them to come here to downtown Indiana, spend their money in this county. Mm-hmm. And that's what the bid and Downtown Indiana Incorporated helps to ensure through activities, everything from beautification that we can see every day. I mean, mm-hmm. I know you hear it, I hear it. Oh my God, look how nice the downtown looks.
Yeah,
the
gorgeous.
Flowers don't plant themselves. The flags don't get put on the post by themselves. Trash and weeds don't get picked up or pulled by themselves, just as these events don't happen by themselves.
Okay, so the bid
surveys
are out and people are supposed to the voting packages,
big ballots.
The ballots.
The big ballots are out, so you should start to see those in your mailboxes.
So you should get them back by what date?
45 days, I think. It's October. What are we looking at?
Well, what was the date?
Well, it'll be postmarked today.
It'll be postmarked today.
It should be postmarked today.
So
so you should be receiving them today,
okay.
or within the next couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
So postmarked after today. And in fact, in the letter, the date is in there. So that's 45 days.
A month and a half from now.
End of
September.
End of September. Yeah, it's actually, I think, beginning of October, right around there.
Okay. All right. So
the idea was then that point, if ratified, it'll go to council, and then council will be the ones that vote part of the law as to reinstating the bid and to continue, like I said, some of the high quality things that downtown Indiana, along with their partners, are able to provide for the downtown and for the region.
Very good. All right. Well, you need to get up the street.
Yeah, I've got going.
It's a Wonderful Life meeting coming up.
It's going to be a wonderful.
People can still show up, right?
Sure, you can come on in. It's going to be a wonderful run from here to First Commonwealth Place.
Yeah. Very good. And I want you to know that Commander Cody also did one of my favorite songs, Mama Hated Diesels.
You would like to hum a few bars, maybe?
I don't think anybody wants me to hum a few bars.
Okay.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, Todd.
It's Indiana in the Morning, presented, as always, by First Commonwealth Bank. And it's AM 1160 WCCS and 101.1 FM.